Ask you for the same tolerance of the previous speaker, because I have to defend the honor of my country. And I will do it in Portuguese. O Sr. Weber...
Mr. Weber should be defending the honor of my country in the middle of attacks on Spain's constitution. He spoke of the government of my country and he called it corrupt. He called the Portuguese government corrupt. And this is not acceptable. I'd ask the President to take note and to take steps. There was a lack of respect for Portugal and for a democratic European government. And I'll go further. I will not go down to his level. I shall always state that Antonio Costas resigned so that justice could take its course without being accused of anything. In Spain, the PP government was overthrown and there were convictions for corruption, and Rajoy clung on to power to the last possible moment and was ejected. There's a difference between these two governments, Mr. Weber. Mr. Rangel made an inflammatory speech, as he has before as well. With a lack of intellectual honesty, he made a statement about Constitution and Spain. What happened in 2017 at the time of the Catalan referendum? What did Rangel write then? He wrote, I quote, "Whether the Conservatives like it or not, Spain's unity can only be defended through federalism. And we need to be careful with illegal orders. The Constitution and the legal order need to be political," quote unquote. This is what Rangel said in 2017, and now he's defending the rule of law and the Constitution in Madrid. I shall switch to Spanish now. The speaker switches to Spanish. Let's talk about Esteban Pons, a former MEP, said last week the Constitutional Court will have to decide what side it's on, if it's on the side of those in favour of the Constitution or the enemies of the Constitution. Well, President, what kind of respect is that for the independence of justice? You talk in the right wing about independence when interpreters regret they cannot hear.
Es la que está poniendo en causa el Estado de Derecho en Europa. Gracias.
What's at stake is the rule of law in Europe.
Yes, you have a blue card. Mr. Marques, you have a blue card. Would you be so kind to take, you will be able to answer, even have more time. Would you agree to take a blue card from Mr. Rangel? You will be able to...
No, I was expecting a blue card by Mr. Weber to explain himself. I don't want Rangel to explain Mr. Weber.
Mr. Weber is not asking the blue card question to you. Thank you very much.
You should explain yourself. You were the one accusing us
Okay,
of corruption.
let's close the debate. Next speaker. You can use a different, you can know according to the rules. You have a right to do it. Please check the rules. And at the end of the debate, you have a right to speak again if you really feel violated. You can do it to defend your honor. And the end of the debate. Please, you can do it. I will give you a floor if you really feel it so. But not now. No, we were not open now. Colleagues, you have a rules. You can ask the floor at the end. It's happened time to time. What kind of rules point you asking? Point of order.
Intellectually dishonest. I was accused of being intellectually dishonest, and I would ask you, President, to also verify the behaviour of this speaker, Mr. Marques, because he accused me of being intellectually dishonest. So he asked for fair treatment, and he is the first to have no fair treatment. And I'm not going to answer, but he has to study my books,
you are not
because he doesn't know anything about what I have written.
We catch the point. We will put
You have to study. Vai ter que estudar, Pedro Marques, tem que estudar.
Mr. Rangel, so I remind you, rules says that at the end of the debate, you have a right to speak. You have a right, but not now. Thank you very much. Next speaker is Mazali Aguilar. Please, next speaker is Madam. So Mazali Aguilar has the floor.